In honor of Women's History Month and with Poetry Month coming up in April, I had the chance to sit down with Russo Shanidze, who is actually the mother of our very own anchor, Luca. Let's take a look. I'm joined today with Russo Shanidze, who is a Georgian-American writer and poet, as well as a self-published author. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for inviting me and for the opportunity to talk about poetry today.
Yeah, of course. I'm super excited. I just want to begin with walking me through your journey into poetry, into writing, what inspired you.
So today, I believe that poetry is the sound and memory of the universe that time can never erase.
I love that. That's beautiful. And then do you have a specific author, poet, writer that inspired you along that journey?
Let me just go back and I'll tell you something. I'll share with you my favorite childhood poet was Abidze. I was actually, when I was 8 years old, I began writing and composing my own poems. And I was in love with poetry. I was so inspired by poems that the only thing I wanted to do is to learn, memorize, and recite poems. And sometimes I was driving my parents crazy because that's the only thing I wanted to do. I kept reciting and reciting poems. But then as I grew up, life became busier and you know, honestly, I had to work, I had to take care of my children, and I just abandoned poetry and writing because it's not because I didn't love it, but I just questioned myself. What can I do with it? I cannot make a living with poetry. I have to work. I have to pay my bills. But one thing I'll tell you, Elise, that poetry never abandoned me. You know, Rumi says, what you seek is seeking you. And I think for a long time I was searching for something that I didn't know what it was. But today I understand it's writing and poetry. But I don't think that poetry was seeking me. It was just simply following me along my journey and kept reminding me of itself and calling me, but I did not pay attention to it. And you know why? Sometimes I believe, and this is what I want to share with you and with everyone, that what is truly yours, it will never leave you. And what I mean by that, you know, when I was young, I couldn't recognize poetry. It is because I was not ready for it. That's what I believe. And sometimes when we are young, because every person has a gift. You come into this world with a gift. But sometimes some people discover their gifts when they are young, and some they discover them later. Either way is a blessing. But you know, what I want to share with you is that while you're searching for something, you might not know now, you may know, but in the meantime, it's important to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding and creating, and also try different things. Sometimes like learn new skills, learn new languages. Languages are fascinating. I love languages. And also challenge yourself. Things can be hard, but challenging is so important because one day when you discover your gift, whatever it is, then those skills and experiences will help you use that gift as a very powerful tool. And you asked me who is my favorite poet or if I have any favorite poem. Honestly, I don't have a favorite poet. I used to have, and when I was a child, it was Abidze. But today, I love so many poets, and I love so many poems. And if we have time, I would love to actually recite a few poems.
Yeah, of course.
In different languages to show how deeply connected we all are.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, whenever you're ready, you can take it away.
Yes, I'd love to start. Yeah. Okay, let me think. All right, so first one, I'd love to recite a haiku by Matsuo Basho. Furuike ya kawazu tobikomu mizu no oto. In English, it means the old pond, a frog jumps in, sound of water. Haiku is actually teaches us how to appreciate and notice, like simple moments in nature and in life. And the next poem, actually a few lines that I would love to share with you, it's going to be in my native language, in Georgian, from Without Love, written by Galakti Untabidze. Again, my favorite poet, Georgian poet. Ուսիყვարուլոտ, մզե արսուպև սիսկամարազե, սիո արդախ քրիս, տղե արքթեբա սասի խարուլոտ, ուսիყვարուլոտ, արարսեբոբս, արցիլամազե, արց ուկուդավեբա արարսեբոբս, ուսիყვարուլոտ. In these lines, the poet describes that without love, the sun does not shine in the chamber of the sky. The forest does not breathe with joy. Without love, nothing exists. Not beauty, not even immortality exists without love.
So beautiful.
Yes, and now, okay, I'll do another one. So the next poem is, the next poem I'd like to recite is in Farsi, written by Rumi, one of my favorite Persian mystic poets. در این خاک، در این مزرعه پاک، بجز مهر، بجز عشق، دیگر تا نکاریم. In this earth, in this pure field, let us plant nothing but the seeds of kindness and love. It's all about love, right? It's all about love. And poetry is all about love. To me, I'll tell you something. Poetry is not only personal expression, but it is a service to humanity. What I mean by this is poetry is one of the most powerful ways to help people connect across cultures and languages. Because when hearts connect, I believe that the world becomes a kinder and more compassionate place. And the next poem that I'd love to recite is my own poem, in English, of course.
Yeah, we'll end it off on the English.
English, let's do it. So, love is so pure and kind. It is always there. It never hides. We can find it. It lingers in the air. It leaves its trails without knowing how, when, or where. The only thing we need to do is choose love and share. And that's what I want to say, that, you know, while you are learning and growing and exploring, it's so important to choose love and share no matter what. And that's what I want to share with every student in the world.
That's beautiful. I'm taking so much inspiration through this. And
thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to just thank you for your time today and all the poems that you've recited for me. And I'm like feeling so like surrounded by love and care and positivity right now.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I tried. Yes, that is so important, to have more love, and that we all need love today, everywhere in the world, right?
Yeah, that's beautiful advice.
Yeah, thank you, Elise, for having me. It was so wonderful being here.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to go back to our program now.